All right, good morning from a beautiful, sunny, the Colorado Rockies, and it's a gorgeous morning. We're in my kind of one of my favorite little zones to shoot, and I got a couple friends here today with me. Got Aaron and TJ, and we're gonna do a little bit of photography up here. So as we're coming up, what I'm looking at doing is getting a few skinning shots, kind of setting the scene, showing the guys climbing through the mountains. And that's generally how I kind of start every day, is just kind of setting the scene, and almost always it's via like a skin shot or a hiking shot. Yeah, so then after that, we're gonna head up to this peak here, and we're gonna ski a little bit of this powder and maybe ski some of these north aspects over here. But stick around, because I'm gonna go through kind of my whole process of how I shoot, how I get ski photos, and how I kind of manage the day. So it should be fun. Here we go. Okay, so to start out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot a bit wide. I'm on the 24-70 right now. I'm just gonna have my athlete come right up through here. Actually, of course, as we start, this one little cloud comes into the scene. So we're gonna let that cloud pass by and have Aaron come right up through here. And the reason I set this shot up the way that I am is that we have this dark background, this huge dark face of a background, and he'll be nicely lit up on the snow here, and just provides some nice contrast. So here we go. Aaron, I'm ready for you. I think from right about there, you should be good. There we go. Nice. Nice. Oh, you still got it, man. You still got it. Come straight up towards those rocks, and before you get to the rocks, hang a hard left right towards me. Actually, maybe, yeah, you're good. Come on up. All right, and then I'm gonna just, hold on just a second. I've got a little cloud. We're gonna let that pass through. We're gonna get you a little on front lip, but that's all right. Okay, I think we're good. I feel like that kind of moved a bit. All right, so we've kind of lost our bluebird skies that we were thinking we'd have. So kind of my rescue shot here, the only thing I can really do, since we're up high in the alpine, there's no trees, there's no contrast. What I'm gonna do is shoot against this kind of dark cliffy zone here, and hopefully we'll get a little bit of contrast at least. You can see there's a light line here, and then it gets dark behind, so hopefully as our athletes come through, they'll throw a little bit of snow into that darker zone, and that should hopefully be enough to get us a shot. So we'll see. Okay, so Aaron, it's like the meat of the turn is like 20-30 feet out, and it's a right footer, and just hang on to it for a while. It's not deep, so let's not try and make it deep. I think just a long, fast kind of a you know, yeah, that looks like about 20-ish feet, doesn't it? So I'm gonna lock off to that, meaning don't get to the, you can see that pretty well, right? All right, never mind. I'm just gonna follow cam you in. So what I'm talking about there is I have two main ways of shooting, and one is continuous focus and one is single shot. And sometimes if I lock off or single shot, I just set the camera up, lock into my focus, and have the athlete come through. But since it sounds like it might be a little bit challenging for Aaron to find exactly where that spot is, I'm just gonna follow him in and shoot him in continuous focus. So. Nice. Perfect, dude. That was awesome. For you, we're just gonna do basically the same thing. I'm gonna push out into his line and just bring it a little further down the hill. One way I like to hold my pack to the mountain is use my pole, and that'll kind of anchor it in there. So again, yeah, that's kind of it. We line up our shot. You know, we didn't get what we wanted. We were hoping for bluebird today, and it just kind of clouded back in. So we're using the light and whatever the backgrounds that we have to the best of our ability. So this rock backdrop is really going to give us the most contrast. That's why I'm using it. Again, I'm communicating with the athletes. I'm telling them exactly where I want them and why I want them there. That's super important. Camera's set up right. I'm in my highest frame rate. I did use continuous autofocus on that, and we will do a lock off. I'll just show you kind of the difference between the follow cam and the lock off shot. Of course, I'm shooting in manual as well, and shooting in RAW. And we'll talk a little more about that later, but that's the basic setup. That's kind of what I do. Now I'm switching to the telephoto lens. We're gonna go a little bit tight on Aaron. I don't know if it'll work or not. It's pretty wide up there, but maybe we can just get a really nice, full frame filling, I should say, shot of Aaron as he's coming down. So that's what we're gonna go for. I think we just put them a little closer in the dapple snow. That's a little closer than I had Aaron. That's like 15 feet out. And I'm ready for you. So this turned out to be our last shot of the day. The clouds just came in and the snow started coming down, and yeah, we just lost all our visibility. So we decided to do what any good ski bum would do and go into town and get some beer and some fried chicken. So as I wrap up this video, I'm just going to show you guys a couple of shots that I've gotten in the same area, but on previous shoots. And I just wanted to reiterate some of the basic concepts here of how I set up my camera, and that's, I'm shooting in full manual, so I have total control of the camera. I'm shooting in RAW, so I have total control of the final edit. I'm generally shooting in the highest frame rates when I'm shooting the ski action, and a slightly slower frame rate when I'm shooting the lifestyle. In addition to that, I have my two main ways that I'm shooting. One is lock off, where I put it in one shot autofocus. I don't move the camera and I have the athlete come through. And the other being AI servo, where I just use the servo tracking of the camera and the lens to track the athlete as they move down the mountain. Anyhow, that's it for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And other than that, happy shooting, and hopefully we see you out on the mountain somewhere. Take care.